Hi there, my name's Dean, and I have over 30 years of marketing experience. This time I'd like to talk to you about something, well, it's a little awkward for me because I do professional graphic design, but it's important that you have the best options available to you and the knowledge and tools to take advantage of those things that are out there. So on the internet, there are a number of places you can go to and find free logo design. Let's take a review of some of those and do it right now.
We've used the name of our little video, Create a Logo Online, as our Google search term. And here's what's come up. I'd like to show you a couple of these. The first is from the biggest in the business, Logo Maker. And their logos are not bad looking. However, free is a bit of a misnomer. You see, it costs $49 if you would like to actually download the logo you created. The free part is that they will give you a snippet of HTML code that you can use in your non-commercial website for your logo. So this would be a good choice if you had, for example, a Facebook page and you just wanted a logo for that. Otherwise, it's really not terribly useful for a free logo. However, their work to me appears to be rather high quality. The next company is called Expert Logo Design. You'll also find them by Create Logo Online as a Google search. They charge $24 for their logo. The other catch from these folks is once you sign up, they make it very clear they will provide your email address to their preferred partners, and I know you know what that means. On some days they will provide you 2 versions of each logo. The interesting thing about these versions is I notice that for the same company the logos look entirely different. That tells me there wasn't a lot of communication, and they will create 2 things you can choose. Not a bad deal in all, and not a bad looking logo. The third one I want to show you is from a company called Graphic Springs, and you can make the logo once again for free, but it costs $20 to download the source files, which of course is what you actually need if you want to have a logo. It's not really free at all, but none of the quality ones are. Let's go ahead and have a look at one. We'll click on construction. These are the icons. All of these services basically work the same. You pick out an icon and then you choose some text to go with your icon and wind up creating your logo using that version. Like I said, all of these companies basically work the same. You can change the colors involved, the fonts, and so forth, but they are all going to produce something of about the same quality. These are not bad, and if you have very little money, this may be one of the best choices you have.
I'll say again, there's certainly nothing wrong with some of these services. However, there are a couple that I don't care for, and I want to show those to you right now and give you a reason why I don't like what I'm seeing.
To keep the playing field level, we will go back to our original Google search term, Create Logo Online. And here's what we found. This company is called Flaming Text, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It's, to me, not terribly professional and not the view that I would want to give my clients of the company. By the way, avoid logos like these. Notice the drop shadow there. Wood and blackbird, you'll find that makes it very difficult to transfer that particular logo onto different colors and to use it in different places. After all, a year from now, you have no idea where you could use this logo. The same thing goes for our Alien Nation logo here. The next company I wanted to show you is called Cool Text, and it's exactly what it sounds like. You're not going to use an icon or anything like that. This is strictly text. My complaint is just the same as my complaint on the other page. This is not the image I want to present to a client. And so while it's free, in my opinion, you're getting what you paid for.
I thought it would be useful to close out our online survey of free logos with a real quick review of why it costs so much for a professional to do your logo package. One reason is the cost of the software. 3D software is terribly expensive. It runs between $3,000 and $4,000 and needs to be updated about once every 18 months or so. Obviously, you can't put that kind of software on a netbook and even launch it, let alone use it. Real quick, here's an example of a graphic that I did for a live Chinese acrobatic theater. It was done in Photoshop. Here's one you've seen before. This one was done in a 3D software package. So once in a while I can animate this, and once I have it in the computer, I can do almost anything I want to. Sometimes we use software that was built for several different things. Here's an example of one using several different packages. The text was done in a 3D package, the bee itself was done in Illustrator, and the background was done in Photoshop. All three elements were combined to create this logo. By the way, that one is not very expensive. You would think it was the most expensive of the group. So, to close out, you want your professional graphics designer to give you a black and white version, not something he turned into black and white, but a black and white version of your logo. Why are you going to ask for that? Well, sooner or later, you're going to head down to Kinko's and make 100 copies of something. It will be in black and white. You also want to use that logo for faxes, if you send one, and for your checkbook. So there are places you'll use that. The third version of your logo will be something called vector, so you can blow it up. It needs to be large, just in case you ever use something like a billboard. Listen, I hope some of this was helpful for you. If it was, and you have more questions, do let me know. You can find me at www.deanlewis.biz. And as always, if you find some of this information helpful, please subscribe. It's important to me. Take care, guys. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.